Hey, welcome back. So I came in my room to start crafting and I started and then I thought I should, turn on the camera and we can craft together. So I am making the cover for my Frida Kahlo journal, and you'll see on a recent Dollar Tree haul that we got this velour in, and I bought all the colors. And then today when I sat down to start thinking of the cover, this ended up being the perfect color. So I've already glued down my first piece of my cover here. Again, like I said, I started and then realized I should turn on the camera. So we're gonna continue on. I've already cut out my pieces for my cover, and I am using Fabri-Tac. Putting it on somewhat thin, although the velour is thick, so I don't think we have to worry too much about it bleeding through. But I'm still not putting it on too thick. Got a little thick right there. Just a little gap. Just tighten it a little bit, make sure there's no wrinkles or anything. And how did we get glue on the back already? I don't even have glue on my fingers. Oh, that's disappointing. And now to glue our last piece down. I think what I'm gonna do is make the covers for a couple journals I've been really wanting to do, and kind of get like a basic journal going. And then whenever the mood strikes me, I can pick up either journal and work on it. I always, my habit has always been to make all my pages and all my decorations first and the cover last, because as you all know, I make super chunky journals usually, and then the covers are too small. But I don't have as much time to craft lately, and there's times where I just have 20 minutes, 10 minutes that I would love to be able to come in here and sit down and do a little something. So I thought if I create these, like my Frida Kahlo journal and my peacock journal covers, and have like the bases made, I could come in and just work a little bit here and there as I have the time on the pages and ephemera and everything. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm just gonna have to I did a 2.5 inch spine, and I'm gonna have to stick to that. Look, where is this stuff coming from? It's not wet, I don't think. Alright. We're gonna lay our scarf down for protection. Let's see, this is nice and clean. This is what I was gonna use. But then I found this at the Dollar Tree. And I'm so excited about it. I don't even know. There's no glue on my fingers. I didn't get glue anywhere on the table, so I don't know what these spots are. But it's always something. It's always something. That's why we learn real quick how to come up with ways to fix mistakes. Isn't that right? All right, so now let's cut our excess off. That's one end. I cut little tiny wedges right there just to help with the bulk from when we fold the cover. All right, so far so good on our corners. Okay, corners look good on this end. So happy about that. So happy about that. All right. Okay, so we're gonna make this the front. We have a glue spot here and a glue spot here. And I have something that's going to cover up right there and right here, so that's why we're going to do it this way. But that is beautiful and so soft. I'm so excited things are turning out now. And I get this is just the very first step, but this step can sometimes be a bit of a hassle. Sometimes your glue seeps through and ruins it, or your corners aren't great. So far so good. Now I want this image from, nope, wrong one. Where is she at? There she is. I want this image for my front cover. There we go. This is going to be our front cover. So I think I'm going to stitch around this oval here. I'm going to need to narrow it. Stitch an oval here, cut out the oval, and like an applique, place it on the front. And then I have this one, which I was going to take one of these corner pieces for the back. Like this. And really I was going to cover the whole thing in this, which is just gorgeous and would have been great, but this is see-through and you could see the design through her face. So then I came across this and thought this would be gorgeous, but I want to just maybe, I don't know, this corner piece is a lot bigger than I remembered, so maybe something like that for the corner, just kind of cut it out. But then look, we've got Frida Kahlo here, and that is going to be my spine. Cut a strip out, stitch the edges, and put that on the spine. Beautiful. So I'm going to work on cutting the pieces out and stitching the edges, and then we'll come back together. Alright, I'm back with all of our pieces sewn and cut out. This is the piece for the inside of our cover. I have to say, you know, I have really no experience with sewing. I basically just sew a little bit for my junk journals. So I wasn't prepared for this silky satin fabric. It's not easy to sew. It wants to go everywhere, so my sewing isn't even. It's definitely not perfect, but I'm okay with that because this journal is for me. Obviously, if this journal was for somebody else, I would not be okay with that. But since it's for me, and not to mention, this is a junk journal. Therefore, by definition, it is not meant to be perfect. Now, I've got this laid out as best as I can to try to cover all the areas, since it did like shrink up in some areas and, you know, all that. So I'm not going to move the camera much. You might not be able to see everything I'm doing just because I need to get this down as best as I can here. I'm very concerned about how thin this is. I'm praying we will not see the glue through it. If I could just glue the seam area here, we would be okay, but I've tried that on another journal once before and it doesn't work out too well. So we're just gonna do our best, and that's all we can do. No, everything just moved. The glue stuck to my finger. Okay, here we go. It's no going back now, guys. I'm going to spread this out as much as I can, because the more spread out it is, the less chance we have of it showing through our fabric. All right, our inside cover is done and it's beautiful. I'm so happy that Sheen or Shein, whatever the proper way of saying it is, did this Frida Kahlo line. I I didn't get to buy all the Frida Kahlo stuff, but I bought a large portion of the Frida Kahlo stuff. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some of this glue off my fingers. That looks great. And now our front is this, and I did like a scalloped edge stitching. Alright, that's done. I just went ahead and folded the top over the top of the page. I think that looks great. We have this little floral piece. It can just be like a little centerpiece in the back. Alright, I already went ahead and put glue on this so you didn't have to sit through that. And we're going to put it down to this end, and it's not going to reach quite all the way to the top, but that's okay because we're going to have a tassel, so that won't even be noticed. I love it. And you can see the thread color a little better on this piece. It's a reddish orange color that perfectly matches these flowers here. You can see it, the stitches go right through this flower and you can hardly see the stitches. I got lucky enough to find a perfect match, and it's this color here, so it's this highlighted color throughout. That's the color I chose for stitching, and I did the fun scalloped edge on everything. I am really happy with how our cover is coming out. Now, at some point in the future, I will probably decorate this more. I haven't decided what details I want to add. Probably some flowers. I can show you the tie, which the thread also matches. So here is our beautiful tie. So we got the butterfly, image of Frida, another image of Frida. Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoopsie. Flowers, and then this way it starts going with the images are going this way. Her hand with the paintbrush, and then this is the underside. So our tie is going to be low. I hate that it's going to be over her face, but there's just no way around the placement of her face. So we're probably just going to have a low tie. Why not? Sorry, I'm totally bumping the camera. Let me go ahead and snip this off. Where's my little scissors? saving all these Frida Kahlo tags. Ooh, I kind of like, I was totally gonna do a bow, but this tag is gonna get on my nerves and be in the way. I'm gonna have to cut this tag off, but I'll do it later when I have more time. There we go. I like that. So we're gonna tie it like this so that her face isn't covered, but then we have this super cute little tie here with an extra face. And oh yeah, one second, I have something to add to the tie, which I'm gonna have to untie now. Maybe not. I guess we could just use, I was going to, so we've got the Frida and her image, and I was going to take them off of this hook, but maybe we'll just use the hook for now. Yeah, I really wanted to shorten it up though so that it wouldn't hang off so much, because it's gonna hang off a lot. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna take these off and shorten it to where it's from right hanging like right here. But that's what that's gonna look like. Super cute. I like this. Tell me what you guys think down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.